Alright, so this is going to be my experience making the song that plays when somebody versus Sans 10th anniversary Undertale cover. Uh, Obviously, the song was created by Insane Music and stuff, but they used it in the actual fight and stuff. So we're going to talk about this video for at least a little bit. I don't know how long my experience making video is going to be, but I kind of want to talk about like the entire process of making it. Not only like the lyrics, which we'll get into when we actually go through the entire 2 minutes and watch it for ourselves, but I also want to talk about like the before all of it scenes and all that other sort of stuff. So we're going to start talking about that here in a sec. I just got to check one thing now. I got to check if I have actual audio, because usually whenever I make these things, there you go. It does have audio. Good. Cool. Good. All right. Now, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. My hair looks like a mess today, but we deal. Oh, I thought there was something on there for some reason. Okay. All right. So, okay, wait. I forgot to share the stream. Okay. I am back. My bad for leaving. I had to share the stream really quick because I didn't do that. Okay. So, what was it like making, the song that plays when somebody versus Sans, with lyrics video? What was that video like? I remember in the process of creating that song, I remembered like a couple of things. One, by the way, link in the description of this stream to go check out the actual song, or you can go to my videos and find the song immediately, or you can go to my YouTube homepage and find the song over there. Lucas, welcome to my experience making, the song video. Anyways, also give all your feedback on the actual video itself. Also, thanks, Boyd, appreciate it. So let's deep dive into this. So I remember this is before, okay, this song that I made about, the pacifist Sans fight song was actually made like a long while before I made my Megalovania with lyrics, because I remember I was going through like in my head, for that period of time way back in the day, I wanted to make a song for Sans, right? And at this period of time, which is obviously, again, way before I created Megalovania with lyrics and all that other sort of stuff, it was a really long time ago, and I was really trying to come up with something for the Funny Bone Man, right? And obviously what kind of inspired me to make this song as well was somebody else's version. Like, I'm going to probably look it up for us really quick, because I've listened to this song quite a number of times, and it should be in my music. I guess it's not. Okay, I'll just look up somebody versus Sans. It's by Nong. It's basically this dude right here. This dude's version of Sans Passes Fight with lyrics is kind of what got me off my ass and made me go like, you know what? Why don't, instead of just focusing on Megalovania at this period of time, why not do something a lot simpler to do and make my own version of Sans Passes Fight with lyrics, right? I didn't want to put the same title as Nong Gagos' video, right, that he made 3 months ago, so I decided just to go with like what the actual title of the actual song is instead of like how he put it. So, his song is also really good. Y'all should check out his song over there too about the whole thing. But I wanted to do my own version because I was like, I want to, make covers and my own different music videos for these characters, how I would do it, my own spin, my own twist. And I was also kind of inspired by other people that actually, said the same thing as me. I want to make my own version of Pacifist Sans fight with lyrics, and there's also others out there, but his is like the most popular one, I think. Or I think I think his actually is the most popular one. Unless like Juno Songs or Brooklyn just come in one day and say, you know what? After 10 years already been up, why don't we make it? But Anyway, so yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get off my ass. I'm gonna go ahead and go make it. And I remember that song actually taking me a really long time. I remember this song was also kind of spoiled. So like, and what I mean by spoiled, as in like I was already kind of talking to people about the song and how I should go about it, kind of asking for their advice, which I have learned to not do because I don't like it when I just go around spewing everything about the piece. Well, not literally everything about the piece, but like when I spew everything about a piece or even just a little bit of what of it's like the piece I'm talking about, right? It kind of ruins like the whole I'm excited for this piece thing, you know, like I'm genuinely excited. I'm waiting for it. I wonder what's Alan's next upload, because now you guys kind of have like an idea what my next upload's gonna be. I mean, now you guys kind of know regardless what my next like couple of uploads are gonna be, but you get it though. It kind of ruins like the whole like anticipation for that piece and whatnot, which is why, you know, I think moving forward, I'm not going to really talk about them other than, like, my bad. If I do on stream, if I say, like, the reason I'm late is because I was working on a piece, that's, like, it. Like, that's bare bones what I'm going to say, and then that's it, you know? So that way, you don't know what type of piece it is. All you know is that I made a piece instead of, like, actually talking about the piece, trying to hype it up, tease it up, all that other sort of stuff. I like kind of having my work underground until it actually comes out and stuff. But anyways, so other than like, you know, the song getting spoiled, I think I know I talked to Void about it a couple of times. You can even see in a couple of my Roblox streams I talked about it with Void. And I remember Void was going to make me like a whole thumbnail for it. And I remember when Void wanted to make me a thumbnail for it, I remembered one thing, and I was like, and I think that when I made this piece right here is when I realized, man, I actually don't like it when people like try to help me out create these things like all that much. I want to be the one that did everything, from the lyrics, from the thumbnail making, from the editing. I'm not trying to say I just want my name plastered on everything, right? And obviously I put that energy down when it comes to like other videos on the channel. So it's not like every single video I ever made, I've made the thumbnail for them. I've had viewers make me thumbnails all the time for like my Mario Party. Mario Party 8 is a really good example of a more recent time where I just said, you know what? Go ahead, Tim, make my thumbnail or something. But for my music videos, right? And from let me reiterate, from with my music videos, I always want to be the one to kind of create the thumbnail, you know, and do the editing and do the lyrical bits instead of having somebody help me out. I think this was the piece that made me realize how precious these music pieces are to me, and I want it to all be by me. So that way, like, for example, if someone actually hates the piece, you know, they can hate the right person for hating the piece instead of just trying to go after somebody else for hating the piece or some stupid shit or something like that. You know, if the piece goes over like 1,000 views or something like that, or 100,000 views or whatever, I don't know how many views this song's gonna grab, since I'm not really like on listing them for a whole day, letting YouTube let it sit in the algorithm for a while and then posting it. I'm kind of just posting it, just freeballing and shit. But it's whatever, because I'm having these pieces in my gallery for a while, and it's like, I don't know, like whenever I feel like I'm gonna do it, so just fuck it. Here's a piece, you know what I mean? But anyways, I really enjoyed this piece because I remember, I think that same day that I made, you know, this piece that we're talking about today, I remember I was trying for many hours to do Megalovania at that point, and nothing was working. And I remember I just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go over. We're going to make this song, you know, about Sans, but it's not going to be like the Sans song that everybody wants, like Megalovania, which is kind of the reason why I uploaded Megalovania first, because I already know how people feel about Megalovania. It's one of the best Undertale songs that Toby Fox has ever made, and it's the one song that from, you know, Undertale that everyone resonates with, that's heard a billion plus times. So that's why I uploaded that one first instead of this one, because sure, I made, you know, some song that plays when somebody versus Sans first. I wanted to upload Megalovania first because of overall popularity and people overall enjoying that one much more than what we got. Anyways, so, and yes, I do have ads on this song, and this song's like only 2 minutes for a reason. And I remember I didn't make this song like immediately either. I remember when making this piece, I was struggling how to come up with it because I didn't want to copy, other people's versions of this where it was like, for example, right? Like you're gonna hear the lyrics. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Link in the description. Go hype it up. Go give it the views it deserves and all that sort of stuff. Likes, comments, all that stuff. I will greatly appreciate that, right? So when I made this piece, I remembered having multiple trial and error with this one. Like it wasn't like, and this is one of my earlier songs. You can tell because of how I sound, or you can tell by just how I'm not used to doing all this stuff, and I'm repeating a lot, and all this other sort of yada yada yada, all that other sort of stuff, right? So when I made this piece, I actually made 2 to 3 different versions that I also liked of this piece, but I kind of like this one better due to its uniqueness in compared to other people's. Because when other people made this song, they only just had Sans sing the whole time, and that's what I think this makes this one special, is because of the fact that it's a little different from everybody else's, all right? Just a little bit different. And also, the thumbnail, I actually drew Frisk. I obviously drew Sans, and then, I actually took a screenshot of the actual battle, the battle itself, and then made Frisk look like he was freaking out about it. I thought the thumbnail was kind of cool, just wanting to glaze that up, like the idea for the thumbnail and stuff. Anyways, so let's get on with this. Let's watch the video and all that other sort of stuff. Oh yeah, let me turn up my TV. My bad. The TV's kind of low because, Louis on late at night and stuff, and he doesn't want to wake everyone up. Got it. Anyways.
Serious, kid. Because once we start, there's no getting away. Howdy there, my little friend. What are you doing here?
I'm here to fight you, Sam.
See, and this is where I felt like the uniqueness came in, because instead of like just having Sans sing the whole time, it was Sans and Frisk rolling off of each other. And I know the Frisk voice isn't like absolutely perfect or anything, but it's the Frisk voice I use for my dubs and stuff, my Undertale dubs, so it just makes sense to use the same voice. Anyways.
Okay, we haven't fought before, and it's been 10 long years, so let's fight once and for all. This will be your one and only battle that you will ever see from your...
What's up, bud? What's up, Edward? How you doing?
So I don't want to be here all day. Platform over these boats. Can you do the little man? Can you do the little man? Can you do the...
I love all the paper drawings. Thank you, I appreciate that. I love them too. But there's some characters I can't draw coming up one day, so you might not see like the drawing thumbnail style for very long. Well, I mean, you're going to see it for a pretty long time, but you're not going to see it every time. Hell sucks, I got a new computer. Ah, damn, bro.
Yes, I see them, they're beautiful as fuck, or whatever that you call them, since...
And you can tell this is one of my earlier ones because I swore. But I kind of made a little bit of a twist where it's like, whoa, Frisk is swearing now, and then Sans also is kind of like genuinely shocked at what Frisk said right there for a couple microseconds, because you guys know Undertale characters don't really swear all that much. So it's like, who did he learn it from? How did he learn it? Toriel's gonna be pissed at me. There's so many things going on in Sans' thought process right now, at that moment.
Frisk, did you just swear? That is not a good sign for you.
Cut the crap, Sans. I'm not here to enjoy this fight.
Then what are you here for if it's not to enjoy? If you're not here to enjoy my big fight, then what are you here for, my man?
I'm here to beat you once and for all.
And I know people might get on my A, but I wanted to add a more funnier end cutscene to this video than like just here's one more for the road and then Sans just drives you off. I wanted to add some dialogue between like Sans and Frisk a little bit, so you're gonna hear that for a bit. Okay.
Once and for all, huh? That's pretty crazy. Nah, but for real though, you need to go.
Sans, this is ridiculous.
No, it's not. We did our fight, and now it's over.
Come on. Can you at least say I won the fight at least?
Okay, just to satisfy you, you won.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like.
And what is it? I liked this piece. I probably like Megalovania more because I went way more into it, and obviously, you know, it was more of a, well, I wouldn't say more of a song because like songs are always around the 2-3 minute mark anyway. 7 minutes is a bit long for one, but I like this one due to its, and obviously I know you can tell it's kind of, it's a little dated, right? Because of how much better I've gotten at it, because Bone Trussell was obviously a little bit better than this one, and maybe well, I don't know about Big Shot like 1 and 2, but I do think for the most part that at least Megalovania and Bone Trussell were like a lot better songs than the song that plays when somebody versus Sans. And you can tell that it was my first like song I made for Sans, because Megalovania was like the second one, was like kind of like the redemption arc and stuff. And I know when I make these songs there's gonna be like a lot of like up and downs and stuff, and I feel like I'm not sure if this one y'all would consider being like less exciting compared to Bone Trussell and Megalovania in terms of like overall like hype. We're gonna have to see that when it comes to its views and stuff. Maybe not by the end of the day, but in a couple of days and stuff like that. But I still enjoy this piece. I'm not gonna say the piece was bad or anything. I just think it's kind of different / unique compared to the other versions that I've seen on the internet about this song, where I actually had Sans and Frizz kind of talking with each other and stuff, kind of like singing at each other about like their situation that they currently got going on. I think that's really cool. And I genuinely like how I made the swear, because usually I have a thing being against swearing in my music videos, because I know there's a lot of music artists out there that swear in their songs because, you know, it fits the vibe. But if it doesn't fit the vibe of the song, then I try my best to kind of avoid like swearing a lot in a lot of songs, unless like I feel like it's necessary to put there. Because back then, whenever I made songs, I would use swearing as a crutch, and I noticed that right away. So I tried my best to stop doing that with a lot of the songs. Now, there might be some songs in the future that do have swearing, but I'm not using that as a crutch. It's more of like, if it's in character for me to swear, then I'll do it. Or if I find a way to kind of make the swear itself like kind of funny, or kind of have some sort of impact in the song to kind of make it like okay, or like okay, that's acceptable, I can understand that swear, then I'll use it. But I don't want to use it like as a safety net or a crutch like I used it in my other, like Big Shot with Lyrics Part 2, Big Shot with Lyrics Part 1. You know, I used swearing as a crutch in both those songs religiously, and everyone knows that. But and I know I shouldn't be super crazy analytical crazy with it, but I just want to kind of like give y'all my 2 cents on that whole thing. And honestly, I think that song is pretty good. I think y'all should check it out. It's only 2 minutes, so it's not even like 2 minutes 50 like the Papyrus one, or 7 minutes like the Sans one. It's literally only 2 minutes 3 seconds. It's not a long video. Let me know all your thoughts on that song down below. And also, y'all can give me song cover suggestions too. And keep in mind, I don't own like, you know, the song that plays when somebody versus Sans. That goes to I Make It Say Music, or whoever created it, you know, and Toby Fox, obviously. I just wanted to make like my own little funny cover to celebrate Undertale's 10th anniversary, and to also just kind of, you know, get Sans Part 2 out of the way, because I already know how because I remember I was telling myself when making this piece, or wanting to upload, I was like, damn, I need to upload this before like 11th anniversary for Undertale happens, because obviously, you know, the Pacifist Sans fight happened on its 10th, so imagine uploading a Pacifist Sans fight song on the 11th instead of the actual 10th anniversary. I know we're in 2026, so it's already on its way to 11 years, but technically, if you look at the release date, it still counts as being like a part of the 10 years ago, like, you know, fan song category. And plus, I just wanted to get this piece out there since you guys have kind of been, well, not been waiting for it because, you know, I usually don't upload a lot, but you kind of get it. But anyways, I'm kind of dragging this one out. I apologize. I just wanted to go in depth a little bit with the process of making this song, and drawing that thumbnail a little bit took, I don't know, like, not like 20 minutes or 30, well, it actually took quite a while to make because, you know, drawing like by hand on paper, getting all the colors out, making sure all the colors are correct, and making sure the drawing looks pretty good. That takes a fat minute for me to draw, especially coloring in. Coloring in takes a lot longer than what some of y'all may think. Especially because I'm not on like a digital screen where it's like I already have all the colors at my disposal. I can do all that shit. I have to make shit fucking work when it comes to like what I have in terms of like the drawing thumbnails and stuff like that. And there's obviously like, you know, like I mentioned before, the bit here where I didn't draw like the whole bone structure, though I did have I did have a version of this thumbnail slash where I actually did draw the bones, where I did draw like the actual battle arena right here in the middle. But then a part of me was like, no, I'm gonna go against it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and actually just use like from the actual battle itself, so because it's gonna look better than mine. Anyways, so that's it. I don't want to extend this video any longer. Please go check out the music video if you want to. Links in the description. Go give it a like, you know, and if you want to show your friends my music videos, go right ahead and do that shit too. I appreciate all the love and support y'all been giving me on these music videos, especially for the past, what is it, month or two now that I've been doing this, actually coming up with my own music covers. And let me know, if y'all like want to see more in the future. Well, I'm obviously gonna upload more because I enjoy the whole music cover thing a lot more now. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Go check out the music video. I will upload a promo skit for it in a little bit. I don't know when, but just I'll get up on it, you know, probably right after this or something. I don't know. But I'll get up on it. I'll upload that, and then that'll probably be it for today. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.